All right, everyone. So I'm going to be submitting these cards to PSA, and I wanted to just show you what they were before I submit them. And so this is not a PSA returns video. This is a PSA submission video, which probably isn't as exciting because I don't have I don't get to cover up the grade and the barcode and all that. Anyway, so I just figured I'd go through these. These are 30, no, 25 cards. Yeah, 25 cards. And so I'll just go through these. This is Glaceon from Fates Collide. I don't know the set for all of these, but most of these I've opened myself, and so we can check out this one here. I think this one's going to get a 9 based on that right there. And is there damage on the top? I think there's some chipping on the top, but this was, I believe, a card that I pulled on my own. I don't know where else I got it from, but this must have been something I just had lying around for a while. The first time I ever sent in cards to PSA was in 2016, and that was the only time I ever sent cards in. So I finally did another submission, which I have not recorded, but I have 33 cards, or 36 cards, that have already been submitted. I didn't cover those, what they were, unfortunately, but it happened right after I got that Leafeon. And so all the best cards that I was waiting to grade, a lot of Gen 6 stuff, in addition to the Leafeon, were submitted. And also a Haunter First Edition Holo from Fossil and a Hypno First Edition Holo from Fossil were submitted as well. They were my original binder cards, but the conditions of those cards were so nice. I think the Hypno is going to get a 9. I think the Haunter has a chance of getting a 10. So I think actually both of them have a chance, but especially the Haunter. Like if only one and not the other, then it'd be the Haunter. Anyway, here we have Wigglytuff from Jungle. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I just have a lot of Jungle Holos, and so in addition to an Electrode that was submitted, I also have this. So it looks pretty good. Maybe it has a shot at the 10. I have no idea. Maybe they grade the Wizards cards a bit harder. I don't know, but it looks good. And the front is very good too. So I don't know. This could have a shot at 10. The thing that sucks is that all it takes is one scratch in the holo to knock it down to a 9. And so with cards like this, for example, you can get scratches all over it, and because the card is textured, it's so hard to tell that there's a scratch. So you can actually, these grade pretty easily in comparison. I just thought it was cool. Gengar VMAX is I forget what they call in the game. I actually didn't play Sword and Shield, but he's one of the only forms he's one of the only Pokemon to get an exclusive form when he Dynamaxes. So here is something that I did not pull myself, and I actually thought this was a fake card for a while, but it turns out it is not. I did not pull this one myself, unfortunately, but it does look good. A little bit of damage there. So there's that. This was something I pulled out of a Brilliant Stars booster box that I had, and you know how booster boxes are. Sometimes you want to keep them sealed, sometimes you want to open them. So I opened up that box, and this was stuck to a reverse holo, and I was opening it with a friend, and so we were just kind of blown away that this was stuck to the bottom side of a reverse holo. So anyway, I think this is gonna get a 10 if you were to. It's immaculate, no damage at all. Centering is like 60-40 on the top and bottom, but besides that, I think this is a candidate for a 10 just because the front centering is so good. So I'll move on to the next. I'm kind of bummed out about this one. Evolving Skies, full art. There's a little tiny bit of damage right on the bottom. You can see, like, look at the black right there. It's silver on black. And then I think there's some at the top too. Just a bummer. So this is a 9, but you know, it's a full art card, and there's a little damage there too. I think this is just meant to be a 9. This is not going to be a 10, unfortunately. It's okay. They can't all be home runs, you know. This one, I think, same thing. This one is just a little off center. Less damage though, way less damage. But if you were to look at the front, you can see it's pretty off center. But I think it's worth grading anyway. You know, it's if it's like a $50 card, you might as well just do it. And you got it in mint condition. Just take the 9, take the 8. Now, I believe this card has a candidate at being a 10. And I opened this last night. I had a bunch of Urshifu boxes from Costco that I paid probably $35 for. So it's 2 boxes, so 16 boosters for like $35, $37, maybe $39 with tax, whatever it was. Anyway, so we just went through a bunch of those, and this was the very last pack. So last pack magic again. I didn't capture it on video or anything like that, but it happened again. So first the Leafeon, then this. And it just looks great. There's no complaints about it. A little bit thicker on the bottom than the top. That's the only complaint. You go to the back side and it's great as well. Like, look at that. Wait, so the bottom is thicker here, and on the top it's thicker. Anyway, no, I still think it's got a shot at 10. I think it's got a solid shot at a 10. So, a couple of full arts. This Genesect looks so freaking cool. I don't care that it's like a $10 card or whatever, $6 card. This looks so cool with the background and the way he's highlighted. He's a cool Pokemon too. I don't know if the event was ever released officially or not. It looks good. I think this has a shot at 10. The only full arts that I'm submitting are cards I think have a shot at a 10. With PSA. Definitely not Beckett. Not for these. I think the Leafeon that I submitted did have a shot at a black label Beckett, at least a gold label. So there's that. Looks good. This is a trainer gallery. I believe this has a shot at a 10 as well. Man, Pokemon, it's really turned into this strange hobby where it's where grading cards is more common than actually playing the game. Like I always mention, I do know how to play the game, so do not take me for a bandwagoner for a second. A lot of these are well, I mean, these are not childhood cards, obviously, but a lot of my binder stuff is childhood cards. Little damage in the corner. Right there. Right. Did I get it? Come on. There it is. Come on, iPhone camera. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you can. There you go. You can see it. So a couple of VMAXs. I know these are like the lowest tier of VMAXs. You're typically not supposed to grade these, but it's the. Come on. I mean, you know why I'm grading these. Come on. It's the EV cards. Always popular. If I'm in a pinch, I need to pay for dental work or something, I can sell one of these. Hopefully these will be like $300, $200 or something. I don't know. So I do believe that all these have a shot at a 10 though, which is why I'm submitting them. Especially this. Wow. Look at that back. Oh yeah, then I'll just power through these. I got 4 of these boxes with these cards. But the trick is I'm not submitting all 12 of these Charizard cards that I have. I'm only doing 3 at a time because I don't want them to think that I'm one of these people that just does stuff for grades, I guess. I should probably do them separately. This is the only good one. This is like I think this has a shot at being a 10. But yeah, so I don't want to, I believe you do have some sort of psychological advantage if you do not submit multiples of the same card. 2 or 3 is, like 3's pushing it, 2 is fine. But I think once they start seeing like 4 or 5 of the same card, then it starts to get mentally draining, and they're like, okay, well, we know why you're doing this. Don't even waste your time. You know, we know you're gonna flip these immediately. You have no interest in actually holding on to these. Therefore, I believe that they may be inclined to give you a lower grade. So, with that knowledge, I will be submitting my Charizard promos that I have, because I have 4 of each. I will be submitting these separately from each other, just to increase my chances of getting a 10 too. Because I don't think if I were to do like the whole block of them, that all of them would be 10s or all of them would be 9s. They're also just in general really hard to grade. Then we got this Breakpoint Gyarados. It's cool. It's the Gyarados from Gold and Silver. I'm trying to get the focus. Focus. Off center. So I believe this has a solid shot at a 9 though, which is fine. It's got a little bit of damage there too. So if you got, what's funny is you can get a PSA 10 with a little bit of damage, and you can get a PSA 10 with a little bit of off center. But I think once you get both of those things, it's like, okay, well, you know, this ain't a gem. Just a full art trainer, a dancer. I don't know. I think when you get full art stuff, it's just like fair game. Just submit them. For some reason, my Steven PSA 10 from Ancient Origins is like a $300 card. So I don't ask the questions. I just accept it. Might have a shot at 10 too. You never know. This could be a 9, but you never know. I've seen some really off-center PSA 10s. As long as there's no damage, it's got a shot. Has a shot at 10 also, this Jirachi. No damage. What? Is that damage? I have to see this, I think that's something on the sleeve. I don't think that's damage. Huh. Whatever. Shaman full art. Cool. No complaints. And then the last 2 are trainer gallery cards. Umbreon V and then Eevee. So yeah, I think most of these have a shot at 10. This probably will be a 9. Oh well. I think this has a shot at being a 10 though. I don't know who the trainer is, because I haven't played Pokemon since X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. That was the last game I really beat, but X and Y, I got it. Almost completed the Pokédex. Like, I was just missing the event Pokemon. I think it was like 700 something that I got to, but I was just missing Mew and Deoxys, Jirachi. You know, all the event ones that you can get from totally legit hacking and trading, whatever. Anyway, so these are the cards. So at some point I will be submitting these to PSA, and I will be opening the grades for YouTube, which will be fun. There's the focus. So anyway, those are the cards. Hope you enjoyed. If you got questions, let me know. I don't know if there's any questions regarding this type of topic, but hey, you never know. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.